Just finished this patch. I'm in the middle of moving, as I will show you in a second. Getting ready to go to on my bee trip. That's my bee costume. And as you can tell, I'm getting rid and moving all of my stuff out of my tiny little apartment that I've been living in forever. And I needed a break, and that's why I sewed that patch on those jeans, because I figured I have a few days to move out. I can sew a patch onto some jeans that I might not even be taking on my trip with me. Car that I'm selling. So I'm selling most of my stuff, almost all of my stuff, including my car. I'm putting some stuff in storage with a friend of mine, and getting rid of most of it. So like everything you see here is my stuff, and my plan, if you've been watching my channel, is to go on a trip to on the train for 53 days, and boy, tired. It's, you know what? Moving's tiring. I'm just gonna say what everyone's thinking. I'm going on a trip to community colleges on the train, and I'm going to talk to people. I've gone on other train trips where I went and like told people they were awesome and handed out stickers I had made or art or whatever, and I've gone to different cities on the train, so I've done it before. But this is kind of more of a goal-oriented thing. My plan is to go to community colleges, as I said, talk to students, and make origami butterflies out of like receipts and like old paper garbage that I clean, um and teach people about artivism, about resistance. I've been doing this type of work for like 25 years or so, and I've been an art teacher for about 30 years off and on, and I know for a fact that we can build a better world because we're better than this one. The world we have is maybe the world we've built while we weren't really paying attention. But now that we're paying attention, I think that we have it in us to build a world that is actually equitable and just, and has the resources to support everybody. As you can see, like, I don't have much, but I have more than a lot of people have in the world. And so this is my goal. This is why I'm going. So my Kickstarter is launching on March 3rd, and I'm going to be house sitting up until like March 23rd or March 20th, and I'm leaving on the Amtrak on March 23rd, and I'm going to be documenting it here and on Kickstarter. And it's going to be a lot of me like this, but also a lot of me with the bee suit on. The whole reason I'm shooting this video is because I'm getting comments, you know, from people on some of my videos that like if I identify as a bee. And I feel like there's so many ways to answer that, but it is that's the question I get asked most by people, believe it or not. And I like to say that I identify as a human dressed as a bee. I don't identify as a bee because there's such a huge uproar right now about people identifying as male or female, and people not being supportive, people targeting people who are identifying in whatever way they want to identify. And I think that if I identified as a bee, I'd probably be making light of that situation, and it's not really, to me, very amusing when people are being targeted and traumatized, and in some cases violated and unalived. So that's why I don't identify as a bee. Anyway, I am in the middle of moving today, and what is today? It's like February 24th. So I thought I'd pop on and show you the reels of like the behind the scenes of the pollinator. It's a small one room apartment where I do all of my artwork. Hold on, let me walk across the this gorgeous area was my making area. I've given away most of my art materials and tools to some friends of mine. And and then this was my bedroom, obviously, still is. Gonna be sleeping here a few more nights. That is where I keep my clothes and some of my art. Um, and everything else is just detritus. I mean, I have a fridge, a red fridge that I am keeping because it is red. Anyway, yeah, that's I thought I'd come on and say my Kickstarter's launching soon. I'm trying to move everything out. I'm selling my car, I'm selling all my stuff, I'm giving away most of my stuff. I'm gonna have like a few things packed up, but I I believe very fully in trying to do something about the present unpleasantness. I believe that, the good of the people of the country outweigh my need to like have a job. And I mean, I can't really say that I'm doing this noble thing. I'm not. I've always been this way. So it's not like I'm sacrificing everything to do this work. I am this work. I'm an artist and I've always done this work. So, I'm terrified, frankly. I'm terrified because I've had this pull to do like all of my art is about what am I being pulled to do? What am I being shown? What am I very rarely come up with my ideas. They get kind of put into me. And so this is what I'm being pulled to do. I haven't, I've been planning and I've been doing all this work, but I can't say that I came up with this idea. I didn't. I just know that ever since the hateful rhetoric amped up in this country, I have been feeling like I could help by spreading love and joy and kindness and providing a little bit of hope for people who are exhausted from the terror and the oppression and the exploitation. So that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna, maybe I'll make another video tomorrow about this. Maybe I'll be further along than I am. I mean, this place used to be packed with stuff. Just kidding. Um, oh, that's my jacket. I love that jacket. I don't know what that has to do with anything, but I thought I would tell you. Anyway, yeah. So this is what I look like without the bee costume. I designed the sweatshirt. And I also have a hat that says question authority, but I can't put my hand on it right now. It's red. But yeah, follow this channel, follow my journey. I'm gonna be doing more of these along with more bee videos. And yeah, wish me luck. I'm scared and excited.